officials, and it is my pleasure to serve as principal of Benton Elementary School. On behalf of all of us, we would like to welcome each of you here today. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate Veterans Day with a program presented by our 5th grade students. At this time, please silence your cell phones. Now please stand for the presentation of colors by Jackson Comprehensive High School Junior ROTC.
Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Martin Luther King Jr. led the U.S. Civil Rights Movement from the mid-1950s until his assassination in 1968.
E. Emancipation Proclamation was an executive order issued by President Abraham Lincoln that freed all slaves that were living in states still fighting against the Union.
Revolutionary War. The war of the United States fought with Great Britain to gain its independence. I. Independence. The United States gained its independence in 1776, and it's celebrated each year on July the 4th.
C. Constitution. The United States Constitution is the supreme law of the U.S. It has been amended 27 times, and the first 10 are called the Bill of Rights.
A. Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president of the U.S. and is most famous for giving Gettysburg Address during the Civil War at Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
Please stand now and join us to sing our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Thank you. You may be seated.
We would like to recognize the following veterans who have joined us today. Please stand as we call your name. Please hold your applause until all our veterans have been recognized. Sammy Childs, Mr. and Mrs. Daniel Savers, Mr. and Mrs. James Freeman, Mr. and Mrs. Eugene Ayers, Mr. and Mrs. Darrell Seabright, Jim Baker, John W. Timms Jr., and Gene Bennett.
Willie Johnson, Chris Floyd, Jason Myrtle, Miss Beulah Smith, Mr. and Mrs. Johnny Brown, Mr. and Mrs. Buck Barnett, Doug Lucy, Henry Bennett,
us who have served our country in the audience, would you please stand?
Thank you for coming to our assembly today. We appreciate you being in attendance. Let's give a big round of applause for these people.
We would also like to recognize Miss April Howard, our Jackson County School Superintendent, Jamie Higgs, Assistant Superintendent, Miss Kathy Ora, Director of Human Resources for our school system, Dennis Patrick, Central Office, Lynn Massey Lear, Miss Wheeler with the Chairperson of our Board of Education, Sheriff James Mangum, Nicholson Mayor Mr. Bonnie Maxwell, Nicholson City Clerk Wendy Clark, Jackson County Board of Commissioners members Tom Crow and Wayne Smith, Benton historian Margaret Miller, Tommy Benton, State Representative.
The history of Veterans Day. The celebration of Veterans Day is held on November 11th of every year in the United States. This day is set aside to honor and remember all the military men and women who have served America in any war and during peacetime. Veterans Day was first called Armistice Day. Armistice Day signaled the end of World War I, which was fought from 1914 to 1918. The armistice, which means peace, was signed on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. Today we join together and honor those in our community who have served the armed forces. The 5th grade class has created a special presentation on the history of our nation's flags.
The history of the American flag.
The American flag is a symbol of our country. Each of its parts and colors has a meaning.
Red represents hardiness and valor. That means strength and courage. White represents purity and innocence. Blue represents justice.
The United States flag has changed over the years, but its colors has remained the same. The flag originally had 13 stars, each representing one of the original 13 colonies. Now the stars each represent states. When a new state is added, a new star is added to the flag. Today there are 50 states, so there are 50 stars on the flag.
Unlike the stars, the stripes, 7 red ones and 6 white ones, remain unchanged when new states are added. They represent the 13 original colonies. In May 1776, Betsy Ross reported sewing the first United States flag. It had 13 white stars in a circle and 13 stripes of red and white.
In 1777, the Continental Congress decided on an official design for our flag. It was like the Betsy Ross flag with 13 stars and 13 stripes, but it had a 3-2-3-2 pattern.
This flag that had 15 stars and 15 stripes was made in 1795. The
14th and 15th stars and stripes represented Vermont and Kentucky, which were added as states in 1791 and 1792. At that time, they added both stars and stripes to the flag when new states were added. Today, when new states are added, we just add a star on our flag, not extra stripes.
In 1818, Tennessee, Ohio, Louisiana, Indiana, and Mississippi joined the Union. The United States flag was changed to have 20 stars and 13 stripes.
In 1861, Kansas joined the Union, so our flag was changed to have 34 stars. The Civil War began in 1861 when this flag represented our Union. Even after the South seceded from the Union, President Lincoln would not allow any stars to be removed from the flag.
During the Civil War, Virginia was split into two states. When part of Virginia did not want to join the Confederacy, West Virginia became a new state, so the flag was changed to have 35 stars. West Virginia was a border state. This happened in 1863.
In 1912, after New Mexico and Arizona joined the United States, our flag had 48 stars and 13 stripes. The flag changed to have 50 stars when Hawaii was added on April 21st, 1956. The stars are still the same today.
As you can see, our American flag is full of meaning and has a rich history.
We should treat it with respect as we remember how privileged we are to live in a free country.
Please stand for a moment of silence to honor all veterans who have served our country. Thank you. You may be seated.
The call to duty is sent out on the strong and brave blue flag. They do it for the love of the country, so there's never a need to ask why. They leave behind all that they love, their families, their homes, and their lives, because to preserve these precious things is a goal which each soldier strives. So God bless our troops, the courageous women and men who fight to make sure the bells of freedom peal again.
Lieutenant Colonel Eric Hughes is a senior Army instructor for East Jackson County High School's Junior ROTC Eagle Battalion. Lieutenant Colonel Hughes was born in Louisville, Kentucky, and attended Fern Creek High School, where he was a member of the high school, where he was a member of his high school U.S. Army Corps Junior ROTC program and was cadet commandant during his senior year. While in high school, Junior ROTC, Lieutenant Colonel Hughes participated on his JROTC drill team and rifle team and was selected to attend the Junior Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs, Colorado for rifle marksmanship. Lieutenant Colonel Hughes attended Eastern Kentucky University, where he received his undergraduate degree in police administration and was commissioned as an active duty infantry officer in the United States Army. He earned his master's degree in human resources. The development from Webster University
University in St. Louis, Missouri. He spent over 23 years in the U.S. Army, including the Kentucky Army National Guard and the regular Army, as an infantry officer and military intelligence officer. His duty locations include Fort Ord, California, Washington, D.C., Germany, Bosnia, Fort Sam, Houston, Texas, Iraq, and Fort Benning, Georgia. Lieutenant Colonel Hughes developed to Operation Iraqi Freedom in support of the global war on terror. To Mosul, Iraq in 2004, and to Baghdad, Iraq in 2006. Lieutenant Colonel Hughes retired from active duty in April 2012 and is married to the former Naya Sims of Washington, Kentucky. Then he has a daughter, Avery, and a son, Tate.
Jesus, thank you very much. I pulled one on Jesus because I handed him my bio this morning, and they asked for that like last Wednesday. So, that just stands for, the adaptability and flexibility on the part of Jesus. Muchas gracias, Jesus. Fuerte abrazo por esta introducción. Muy amable. I have had the pleasure of being in the community here for just about 2 months now as the senior Army instructor at East Jackson County High School, your Eagle Battalion, Hua, and we have some of the cadets here that were part of the color guard this morning, and they'll also do a support your program later in the program here with some of the Armed Forces flags. But before I go any further, I just wanted to thank Honorable Mr. Tommy Benton, Mayor Maxwell, the Jackson County Board of Commissioners, Dr. Howard, and our distinguished veterans here. And then, I can tell that a lot of work went into this program today. I was talking to Mr. Dixon earlier, and as people started to file in here and the students started to come in, and by the way, you got excellent discipline the way you guys were, orderly marching in here, and we were thinking, well, I wonder how many people they can get in this gym here today. And the answer is, I guess, all of us, right? So, but we've got some veterans over here and their family members, and this is a big day for the United States, and I'm really impressed with the degree of the degree of sophistication with which Benton Elementary School. You guys have been busy. That 3-2 pattern on the Betsy Ross flag, I think that'll stick with me there. And, the reason you guys do these kind of things, and the reason your teachers and your administrators are allowing you to do this kind of an event is so you learn some of the important aspects of being a responsible citizen. And today we're celebrating our veterans that are living and those that have passed away. And, it's an honor to be here in front of some veterans that are in uniform and those that have retired and served. And I want to thank you, and also Miss Shields, I want to thank you, ma'am, and Miss White for inviting your Eagle Battalion from East Jackson County to come over here and support your program. It means a lot to us, and being part of this community, we take that very seriously, and we thank you. I'm glad that the cadets are able to be part of this too, because yesterday in Nicholson we were supporting the ceremony over there as well, and we saw various guest speakers get up and talk, and World War II veterans were recognized, and they're known as you may have heard them called as the greatest generation, and truly they have sacrificed, and we had veterans from Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm, and the current Afghan and Iraq wars. And it just does my heart good that our cadets are able to be exposed to those veterans from all of these generations. And I think one day, I hope that they will be able to serve in the military in some capacity, because you will find that you have, despite whatever walk of life you're from, if you're a veteran, or if a family member of yours is a veteran, you've got an instant connection, and it's something it's intangible. You can't put your finger on it, but you run into someone and it's almost like instant brotherhood or sisterhood, because you understand what they and their families have done as far as duty and sacrifice. And that's what today is about. And again, I'm very impressed with some of the multimedia presentations and the organization that some of the students here at Benton Elementary have done. So you're doing good, and the teachers and the administrators here, you guys are doing us proud. Earlier this morning, we had the opportunity, the cadets and I were over at East Jackson Middle School, and Mr. Dixon spoke and was able to, remind everyone that, and I guess I want to steal something from his speech this morning, because we're talking now, you guys are in elementary school, and here, where are the fifth graders? Raise your hand. Are you guys awake? Hey, we got the fifth grade up in the front here, leading the charge. All right, great. You guys next year are going to be what, middle school, right? All right, looking forward to it. Big transition coming up, right? So big life choices are coming up, okay? Middle school, and then you'll be able to start taking on some of these hard courses, hard science and math courses. That's stuff that we don't like, but the things like Mr. Dixon was saying today is very important. Very important for being a responsible student. This is your job. As he said, coming to school every day, that's your job, man. And so take that duty and sacrifice by studying and doing good by your parents and the folks that are taking care of you at home. They're supporting you so you can get a good education, because this is free education. We live in a great country, and force yourselves to go that extra mile to do well in school, so you can have better choices when you get out towards the end of your high school career and into life. So here we are today honoring our veterans, and I'm just curious over here. I'm seeing all kinds of different patches and pins over here, and I'm just curious, who over here served during the Cold War? Raise your hand if you served during the Cold War. How about Korea? Korean veterans? How about World War II? Do we have any World War II veterans? Get over here. All right. Great. How about Vietnam? All right. Let's see. That's a few. So we've got the majority, it looks like, of the veterans over here. How about Iraq, Afghanistan? All right. Desert Storm. Okay. Look, those folks that were raising their hands there gives you a little bit of an idea about those people that are in your community here that are private citizens, that are part of organizations like the American Legion and the Veterans of Foreign Wars. Some of these organizations that are around, they're around 24/7. And they're there for you guys and for your teachers to talk or reach out to these organizations to learn a little bit about, what the veterans that are living right here in your community amongst you, what they've done, and they're willing to talk to you guys and gals to share their experiences on what their duty and their sacrifice was like, and what that means as far as being a responsible citizen. So listen, again, I want to thank you for inviting the East Jackson County Eagle Battalion, ROTC cadets, and myself to come and see the good work that's being done here at Benton Elementary School. I've driven by here probably 20 times on my way back and forth, to work, and look, and now I can put a name with a face in this facility. And again, I think clearly the faculty and leadership here in the school and in the school system, I think the county here and Benton Elementary has a good thing going, and the teachers, you guys and gals are doing right by the students here. So thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for celebrating our veterans, those who are with us, and those that have passed on, and making this day very special. We don't have to do this. This is a big deal where you take time out of your curriculum and your teaching time and reach out into the community and bring your students and inform them of what Veterans Day is all about. You guys look great. Fifth graders, you guys are looking strong, and thank you. God bless you.
Please stand and join us in singing God Country Tennessee. You may be seated.
Veterans, please stand when your service song plays. United States Coast Guard. United States Air Force. United States Navy. United States Marine Corps.
United States Army. Once again, thank you for your service.
We would like to welcome Ms. Aiken for a presentation from Operation Sandbox. Ms. Aiken, would you please come to the podium at this time?
Since 2004, Operation Sandbox Georgia has been sending care packages to men and women, our servicemen and women serving in Iraq and Afghanistan. They are still there. Operation Sandbox is still, thanks to support from individuals, churches, schools, organizations. Operation Sandbox continues to send those care packages. Benton Elementary has been so gracious as to be a part of supporting Operation Sandbox for several years. And we thank you, and we present a plaque in recognition of the support.
Please stand for the retiring of the colors.
you enjoyed the program. Thank you. All of our guests are invited to join us for lunch in the cafeteria and the main building. A few of our fifth graders will be happy to assist you if you need help finding your way there. Students and teachers, please wait to be dismissed by Ms. Schiff. Again, thank you for your service to our country.